everybody. Today's session I'm just going to show you some hip stretches and foot stretches. You can use a band if you got one, otherwise a towel will just do the same thing. Okay, so don't worry if you don't have a band, just grab a towel. And then we're just going to start with one leg crossing over, because these exercises are not so difficult, so we can start to breathe and get more into our relaxation as well as we're doing the exercises. Become more aware of your breath first. Sitting comfortably, you can sit in a chair, but try to not lean back so that you're active in the core, so you're still working. This is gonna teach you how to sit on the floor as well, so our hips get tight because we sit on high chairs. So you see this is a quite low chair, my legs are not in line with my hips, so they're not too much lower than my hip. So this is a kind of nice position for me to be upright. So you can go sit on the floor if you want, and a cushion with a block, that's also okay. So I'm gonna pull the band and I'm gonna circle into it. My leg cross over, I already feel comfortable here, but if you don't feel comfortable, you can just do it on the floor like this. Then we're gonna breathe in. Nice and deep, noticing where the spine is, and breathing out nice and deep. Sign the tension away. Now circle the foot other way, just really pushing into the band and pulling in and out. Good. So now I'm gonna just try to do this footboard, just going in and across and in and across. So I'm pushing my toes out, pulling my big toe in so the sole of my foot lifts up and to the side of the ankle there. Can you feel that? Our ankles get really weak because we don't work them, and we get these perennial muscles outside of the leg, they can get really tight also. So we want to stretch those. Good. So now I'm just gonna go free this leg and just stretch it and lower it down, and stretch it and lower it down. So that as I sit up, I can actually make this tight somewhere, and maybe then it's easier, you don't have to grab the legs. But I'm just gonna pull with my arms and stretch out, and stretch out, and stretch out. Good. A couple more times. And one more time, and I'm gonna hold this one. Just lift wherever I can and lower wherever I can. The bend helps with sort of like a bouncing movement, and it activates more of the muscles. Then I'm gonna pull it in. So I'm pulling onto this hip and opening it sideways. I'm gonna try to stay upright and relax for a while. Taking deep breaths. Inhaling in through the nose, out through the nose, or just sigh out through the mouth is also okay. Then I'm going to just try to push that knee down, and down again, and down again, and down again. Yeah. So you're really pushing it down without forcing onto my knee, my buttocks, really grounded here, and I can stretch, and stretch, and stretch and hold. Then I'm going to lean forwards. As I lean forwards here, I feel my glutes a lot more. You might want to bring the leg a bit further in, then you're gonna feel more. Or just stay there, or you can cushion this foot so it doesn't hurt the quads underneath. And just relax. And see how you're feeling. Can you feel that your arms are giving up a bit more now? You're getting to push that body weight onto the leg. If you want more support, you can pull your buttocks back to the seat, and you can lean forwards easily. And there's a lot here on the hips. We got glutes, we got deep hip muscles, piriformis, sciatica nerve goes through the hole here in the hip. So if muscles around here get tight, it gets pressured and you get that pain down the leg, okay? So you want to stretch your hips for a healthy living. So you can also feel your back release if you stretch the hips, because the glutes attach to the hip, and if it gets too tight on the glutes, the hips get pulled down, you overstretch your lower back muscles, and then that can cause imbalances in the body. keep pushing. If you want to, you can put more pressure onto this leg. And you can just get into yin mode with your mind, because when we hold the stretches, we just want to relax the mind and notice the body. You can wiggle, move, increase the extension of the spine if you want a little extra work. Nice. Then we can gently move this leg and then try to sit like this. It's really hard sitting like this on the floor for most of us, but when the one leg is down, you might find this is easier. So I'm going to press onto this foot and then come back down, find my seat bone. You might not be able to find the seat bone that way. So you can get cushion and you're trying to sit. So you're sitting, pressing. Then see how my body immediately comes forwards, because I'm used to doing this, okay? So you might not find this as easy. So if you can come forwards, you're gonna just take this arm around and maybe hold on to this box again, or you can try to get the other hand and hold here. So you can extend the body down, and you're getting an inversion because you've got more height to relax from. But this can cause problems. First of all, you might not be able to get the hands together. So we can do this. So getting the bands around the body. So you can just, or the towel, then you can get this arm in the front and then grab. So as you grab here, then you can maybe sit up a bit more. You can cushion your bum more. You don't have to be exactly like me. So when we get into the position and you're finding comfort, then you can think of pushing more. Until you get the soft spot, you can push further. Okay, so don't move when you see me move. Become aware how your body is feeling and then move. So I'm just gonna grab here. This side is okay, the other side might not be the same, but I'm feeling my hips, trying to find the seat bone, and I'm gonna relax my head down. We relax. We sigh the tension, we breathe. We're still keeping it on the same side. Sometimes you do one and the other back-to-back stretches, they can get a bit more intense. So here, the left side is feeling more grounded. My right hip is a little bit off the floor. It's okay, that's not a problem. Deepen the breath, more. So you're not only squeezing the shoulders, you're squeezing your ribs against the leg, and you're feeling that lower leg against upper leg. So there's a lot of squeezing happening here. So you're affecting the back of the legs, your arms and upper body meridians. You're affecting your foot, so the foot is stretching here. You're affecting your neck, so it can relax and hang. Deepen, sigh the tension out. Then we're just going to try to come up and sit up. So I'm moving my arms up as I sit up. Did you see? So it's not as far forwards, but I'm going to try to kind of turn to show you this. I hope this still doesn't break. Just going to try to hold up. So when you do that, you feel that hip relax a little bit more, and we press it back down. And you might actually find more space. From here, unwind the arms, take your time, and bring that leg inside here. You see what happened now? You went back to that knee. We're keeping the same leg because we want to increase our flexibility on the hip. And I'm going to try to bring the foot onto my elbow, and so the arm can come like that. And it becomes like you're rocking a baby. Sitting down on the floor, I'm used to, so because now I'm not used to sitting on the stool, I feel like I might fall back. You can put your back against the wall, okay? So if that's happening to you. And you can just push the foot into the hand and back. Do you see how easy it starts moving? Because arms are supporting it, and you can rock a bit further up. It all is relevant. We are not all the same. Remember, we're trying to loosen the muscle. We're not going to make it feel bad for ourselves. Okay, now I'm going to take the same leg all the way across. Do you see? This is half shoelace, like half one, because your leg is extended. But I'm trying to get comfortable here. So my knees are lined up. This side I'm good at, other side not so much. You will see the difference. So if you feel there's too much space between, don't worry. Try to turn that foot upside down. You can just hold the foot like this. You don't have to feel like you must do exactly the same as me, okay? So you can go back to doing the crossover leg and every day foot onto the thigh. Here I need to go up and sit down. So do you see, it's quite hard. I'm fidgeting because it's not comfortable. Then I'm going to try to slow my mind down. Maybe rest my arms. You can massage this leg. You've been on it for a while now. That can help. All the pins and needles subside. Close your eyes. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Allow the day to wash away. The night arrives. Taking deep breaths, sitting onto our hips, making connection with our seat bones into the seat. Relax your neck, your shoulders, your back. Breathe and know that you're breathing. Now if you feel you can go towards the knee and hang a little, you can. You can put the cushion on top of the leg as well as underneath you. So when we hang here with the angle, now you're feeling the foot underneath, you press down more to support you. Relax the neck and the shoulders. Find your core muscles to help you up. Getting rid of the tension. Relaxing, breathing, putting space in our upper back. Last 30 seconds here. Let go of all the tension. Feel that pull down towards the floor. Now we can slowly lift up and under our leg. And if you're like me now, you're going to feel that leg is maybe a little bit longer than before. So allow that pins and needles to subside. Maybe take a sip of water or just close your eyes, recline on the wall, move your spine if you feel you need to. Then we are going to start moving on the other side. You can pause the video if you're not ready for the other side yet. So you can have a little longer break. Now I'm gonna start with the foot, remember? So you can just freestand your foot or just cross the leg over, because since we are working with the hip, this is almost like a warm up for that hip for me. So you're just gonna go circle one direction. And the other direction. And then we can just turn the foot in and back out, and in and back out, and in and back out, in and back out. Get rid of the tension as you sigh away the pain. Now you can get this leg to stretch out, and the knee stretch out, and the knee stretch out. You're almost getting that leg ready to bend. So your knee is kind of releasing some tension. You can feel the back of the leg muscles stretch a little bit more before we cross the foot over. Now just go up and down a bit. Prepare the left. And then you can bring it over. So if you use the bed, it's easier because it kind of helps you pulling that leg. So you can work on it in out like that a bit more to make it encourage it to come over. Not all of us have flexible hips, okay? And this side for me is much harder. So I'm just going to sit. You can wrap your leg. You can move your foot. So you can just lean onto that leg a couple times like this. You're just going up and down first before we start the holds. Then you see how tight that is. Maybe you can encourage the bones to relax a little bit more, the deep ligaments. And then you can just stay there, keeping your body weight on the leg if you can manage it. Make sure there's no knee pain. You can lean as far forwards as you can control. Make sure you're not going to topple. You can pull your bum back further. That can bring you forwards easier, and you got more surface on the seat. Just try to go a little bit further if you can, but you don't have to hang. Let's see whether we can manage this a little bit deeper. And then we're going to come up gently onto the seat. Then we're going to bring that foot down, remember. So this is the top one with the arms and the legs together. So you can get your towels over the pants ready. And sitting on one hip, maybe the other hip might not be on the floor. And you can grab the bend from behind the leg and behind the body. So make sure you're not going to fall down, okay? So only go where you can hold. You don't have to recline, you can be further upright. Here, I already feel my upper body meridians more, my shoulders working, my back working. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Relax relaxing your neck, relaxing your shoulders, giving yourself a chance to recover, chance the ground, chance to see what's going on deep inside. Refresh through the breath. Every breath is an opportunity to release tension and all the overused products from the cells into the bloodstream. So if you're squeezing your body in and out, making them tight like this, then you're actually encouraging the blood to run faster, cleanse the muscles, release the toxins. So we're not just stretching, we're detoxing just by breathing and sitting in these different asanas. Now you can try to sit up slowly. You might have to let go arms or reset the arms. So to make sure your shoulders not pushing too much. And you can try to lift the foot up first and then resettle onto the seat bones. Let's see how big that feels. I feel my hips want to lift, so I'm gonna ground my hips so that I can feel more stretch through the hips. My back shouldn't be tensing. Notice the spine is trying to stay upright. Notice your core is keep engaging every time you're exhaling. Try to rest, relax your mind, open your body. Allow the day to pass, things to go away, so tomorrow can start afresh. You're not going to be tossing and turning in bed tonight. You're gonna start dreaming new dreams, thinking new thoughts, reading new books, starting a new page. Each and every day is a miracle of life. And it doesn't have to be the same every day. You make it what it is. Now we're going to gently let go of the pen. And you come up. We're going to try to get this foot onto the arm. You might not be able to, so you're just holding with a bend maybe, or hands here is fine. Then we can just try to do the rocking baby. I can't lift my foot straight away so quickly, but time makes it a bit better, then I can rise it higher, then I feel more on the hip as I'm rocking. Again, you're sighing the tension away. Before our final shoelace, before you tie your shoelace, check to see they're clean. You're cleansing, opening space, breathing. And then we can just try to go over now. So I'm gonna reset. Take this foot over. Find the floor. We can just turn the foot upside down and get the knees as close as you can. Because this leg is free, I feel like I'm better than I normally can here. So I'm just gonna sit here for a while. And just allow my hips to sink, because when they get tight, they kind of lift off the floor, the bones come up. Just relax the bones. Think about relaxing your pelvic floor a little. Relaxing your anal lock a little, because we hold on a lot of tension here. We never think of relaxing our pelvic floor, because constantly we need to hold the body pressure up, don't we? So there's a lot of muscles constantly engaging in our bodies. They're involved involuntary, some of them voluntary, like your heart has to beat, it has no choice. That doesn't mean you can't relax your heart. That way you can relax your bladder a little without weighing yourself, but finding soft connection through the seat bones onto the seat. When you soften that intention there, you feel your spine can also relax a little bit better. Maybe you can come over your leg again. You can cushion it here, or you bring your block to kind of make it a little bit easier. Yeah, it's an option for you. And if you're comfortable enough to relax the upper body, now you're getting the compression through the spine and the neck as well. The longer you stretch, the more you feel the hips give up, relax, rest. Make sure you don't topple forward. Check to see that you're resting, you're comfortable. If anything is not good, just come up and sit up and maybe recline. We got the last minute in this pose. Let's make it count. Now gently, slowly let just allow the legs to stretch. I sit on the edge of the seat, relax my shoulders, relax my legs. Deepen the breath. Relax your neck and the shoulders. Feel the tension, all the tingling sensation from your legs to disappear, sink onto the floor. Now bring your thoughts to the third eye. Just feel how connected your legs and your arms feel now. Think about the third eye looking inwards. And you're totally free. Free from prejudice, free from tension, free from pain, free from conditioning, free from outside influence. And keep this light attitude. Don't let things get you heavy and weigh you down. Now feel the shoulders move. Gently float your arms whichever way you want. Bring the palms together. Touch touch your face, touch your chin, touch your chest. Namaste everybody. See you next week.